Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a tropical storm beta here. Take a quick glance at the tropics right now. Wilford has died out to a tropical depression that is expected to die out to sea. You got the remains of Palute, uh, which has a 60% chance of developing in the next 48 hours and 5 days. Not going to have a threat to the United States, so we don't have to worry about that system. Got Hurricane Teddy, currently a Category 2 hurricane with winds of 105 miles an hour. It'll be missing Bermuda to the east, although they will still get impacts of tropical storm winds and a decent amount of rain. So, at least that's not as bad as getting a direct hit like they had with Palute. So, that's some good news there. Although there is tropical storm watches issued for Nova Scotia, uh, which is right around here. There is tropical storm watches issues, so for anybody that is watching from there, gotta watch out for Teddy because that'll be coming on your way. Now we got this disturbance right here. It's got a low end 10% chance in the next 5 days, although this may get increased over time. Right now we have a pretty small low pressure system over south central Florida right now. It looks quite organized, but except for any rain activity or shower activity, I should say. So you can actually see the spin on it on satellite, but there's not really any showers or anything like that. Although we need to watch when it gets over to the Gulf of Mexico. And if we look into that very quickly here, right now it's like over in here. And this is the European model. That may be it right there. But you see here, it pretty much just dies out there. It might not do much of anything. And if GFS model doesn't seem like it's quite picking up on it. So, well, actually, there it is right there. Seems like them also trended it to move to the south because you got beta that's going to be in the way. So, probably likely move to the south there and probably miss everything. You also got this going on here. You got northeasterly winds going on here. So, at this point here, we're not really too much worried about this system. So, let's go ahead and move on to beta here. And it's currently a tropical storm with winds of 60 miles per hour. It did get pretty disorganized earlier today, but it got quite organized again, but now it's died down again. Kind of similar to Gordon here. It got really organized very quickly, then it just died down. About as fast as how it got organized. And that's pretty much the same thing what happened to Beta, which I'll show you guys on radar here. So Beta is right here. We had a band of moderate to heavy rain on pretty much 3/4 of the way around the low pressure system. So it really started to get organized. There's even a point where there was moderate to heavy rain nearly around the entire circulation. And if it's still going on right now, it'll be rapidly intensifying. Although Beta has been fighting with wind shear, and that's what's been really dying down this storm here. It's also battling with some dry air. So this is some good news for Texas. However, they can still get a decent amount of rain, which is pretty much going to be the primary threat at this point here. Even though you guys can still see some quite gusty winds out there, but there's still going to be a lot of rain coming. If we click on here, take a look to the rainfall potential forecast. You can see here the number's been going down quite quite a bit, and it used to be 15 to 20 inches of rain in these regions in here. Now they've been downgraded to 4 to 6 inches or 6 to 10 inches of rain. So there's been a lot of good news today so far. The beta may not be as bad like it was forecasted like yesterday. It was forecast to be a Category 1 hurricane and bring significant flooding, and now it's not really looked to be that way. However, 6 to 10 inches of rain is still a lot of rain. You can see it includes Houston as well, so those guys there need to watch out for some flash flooding, which I think will be becoming more likely at this point here. Here's the storm surge forecast, expecting 3 to 5 feet storm surge, which is the same way in Galveston Bay. or between St. Louis Pass to Sabine Pass, there 3 to 5 feet storm surge, then 2 to 4 feet anywhere from Port Arneses to St. Louis Pass, and also Sabine Pass to Rockefeller Wild, uh, Wildlife Refuge. And you can tell with storm surge, it's quite widespread. It goes anywhere from the Texas and Mexico as border all the way to central Mississippi on the coast. So that is a very large area for storm surge. However, it's not that bad. Most of it's really 1 to 2 feet, 1 to 3 feet. Storm surge, that's not that bad, but 3 to 5 feet is definitely something to watch here. That's decently high there, so we'll be keeping an eye on storm surge very closely there. But I'll still say the primary threat is really going to be that heavy rainfall, although the primary threat with that's been going downhill today, so. But for right now, Tropical Storm Beta is not looking to be that bad, and it's expected to make landfall as a tropical storm. But it'll be sticking around over these regions for a couple of days and eventually start to move to the northeast towards the Tennessee Valley there by Friday later this week. But really, overall, Tropical Storm Beta is not going to be too bad of a system here. All right, now let's take a look to hurricane models with Tropical Storm Beta here. And here's the tracks here. You can see here, pretty decent agreement here. Makes a sharp northeasterly turn here when it makes landfall. It just moves pretty much on a northeasterly path there overall and kind of goes through central Louisiana into central and northern Mississippi and eventually into western Tennessee there as well. Although some other models are trying to curve it back to the moving back to the northwest into Arkansas, but we'll keep an eye on it. But either way, it's going to be weak. It will bring some rain, probably 1 to 3 inches in general. It'll be a weak system either way. If if it moves to the northwest, it'll still be weak. If it continues to move to the northeast, it'll be weak. So it just doesn't really matter there at that point if where it's going to be going over in landfall. But here's take a look to some of the ensembles here. Pretty much the same way here. Actually, this one here continues to move to the northeast there towards the Tennessee Valley there. And if we take a look to the original GFS ensembles, it actually brings it on back over the water. So we need to watch it very closely. If that's the case, it can intensify again. So we definitely need to watch it for that very closely there. That'd be kind of a worst case scenario because the rain can you could probably get quite a bit more rain with that over the waters if it goes or it stays over the water stand over land. So yeah, on that. But it seems like um, at least hurricane models have been doing a pretty good handle on the tracks so far this hurricane season. So I would probably follow the hurricane models if I were you guys. But some other models out there showing to go back over waters, and we need to watch it very closely, and we'll watch the trends as well. And here's the intensity forecast there. You can see here it's expected to die down back into a tropical depression, so that's no big deal from that. And here's infrared satellite here, becoming quite a disorganized system here. So really overall from tropical storm beta, just watch out for a lot of rain. There will be gusty winds out there, probably up to 50 mph winds or 60. And there will also be some storm surge out there, but it won't be that bad out there. But again, we'll watch the trends for tropical storm beta very closely. If you want to take a look to the long range, here's the European model. And as you can see here, it does bring it back over the waters. Again, we'll watch the trends very closely on that. Oh, this is actually GFS, never mind. That's the GFS showing that. Let's move back to the European model. And as you can see there, it does also bring over the waters as well. So and keep in mind the European model's on 12Z run. and the GFS is currently on the 18Z run. But again, we'll keep an eye on Tropical Storm Beta very closely there. But anyways, guys, this is Arc for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy this update. If you guys like this update, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I want you guys questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.